one friend of me speak me about EVS, saying, okay, it's a nice experience for go abroad, for find a interesting project. I got all the information on internet, almost all the information, and after when I find the information, I go to the CIDJ. It is a youth center in Paris. My first point it was to take an experience abroad and to learn English. I didn't really have the time to prepare a lot because the year when I make my EVS, I wait a lot. I have an answer of a national organization the 31 of July, and I leave 1 month later. It was really fast. I just take a bag with a lot of clothes and I go abroad. It's the only things I did. I went to Greece, in Kalamata to Greece. It was on the south of Peloponnese. I went on EVS in 2012. I stayed there 1 year. It is a youth center, the Cantroneon Kalamata. It's a youth center of Kalamata. It was like, it's a place completely voluntary with local people give a workshop and share their experience in a youth center. My task, my principal task, it was with other volunteers was the sustainability of the youth center. Like, I don't know, cleaning, preparing the room of the workshop, organize some workshop too, things about how to develop the youth center, make the communication, organize some events. We organize like EVS, kind of EVS cafe for share with the people to make EVS abroad. And I think a lot of young people meet us, not just us and the other volunteers all the years, and to want to go to make the same experience abroad. And for this, I think it's really interesting, important too. My first impression in the organization, in my hosting organization, it was a little crazy because me in France, I have a lot of experience in this kind of organization. I am volunteer until 10 years in the youth center, and I know how it works in France. And when I arrived in Greece, I saw how it works. It's completely different. Just volunteer, just people want to do something, do something. In France, it's more like professional stuff. Two things. It was like the language, firstly, because when I arrived, okay, I understand little English, but for speak it was really complicated. And I remember the first 2 weeks, it was my brain was like. And the other thing it's to understand, because me I study in France like a kind of animateur socioculturel, project manager, this kind of things. And in France, when you go in university for learn this, the first thing you learn is how to create a project and how to find public funds. And when you are in a country like in Greece, where there are no public funds for this kind of project, no youth policies, you have to do another way. I didn't really start to looking for a job. It just before I live in Greece. Before I already make like a lot of connection in France in my voluntary life, like in youth center and this kind of thing. And when I was in Greece, in August in Greece, the last month, one friend of me called me and said, "Oh, you want to work?" I said, "Yeah, okay." And I came back in France and I worked. But I was lucky. It's not like. All the people, it's just because I make the connection before I leave France. I think in my sector, in the sector of the youth center, of the animation, of the youth organization, I think it's really just to make an EVS. It's a nice experience because you can share your experience. You know more about the youth policies, the European program. Me, I really want to recommend EVS for everyone.